Hello my dear students, in this lecture we are going to see one previous year GATE numerical. This question was asked in GATE 2015 for 2 marks in set 2. Basically this question is based on heat generation inside a cylinder, finding the wall temperature for a cylinder if there is a uniform heat generation inside the cylinder. Now my dear students, let us understand the question. The question is a cylindrical uranium fuel rod. Now here it is a cylindrical rod is given. Cylindrical, the material is uranium fuel rod of radius 5 mm in a nuclear is generating heat at the rate of 4 into 10 to the power 7 watt per meter cube. Now here uniform heat generation rate in watt per meter cube is given. So let us draw this rod. Let us say there is a uranium rod, right? It is a cylindrical rod, is a cylindrical of diameter d, right? Let us say this is a uranium rod, right, of diameter d. Let us say it will be having some diameter. Let us say this is a diameter d, and it will be having some length. Let us say it is having length L, right? And my dear students, here radius is given 5 mm, right? Here the radius of rod is given 5 mm. That means we can say the diameter of rod will be equal to twice radius, which is nothing but 10 mm. And if I convert into meter, this diameter will become 0.01 meter, right? Because 10 divided by 1000 will be the meter, right? And here the uniform heat generation rate, right? Heat generation rate is given 4 into 10 to the power 7, right? Means there is a heat generation inside this rod of magnitude q dot, and they have provided the value of this q dot. This q dot is nothing but 4 into 10 to the power 7 watt per meter cube. Uniform heat generation rate per unit volume, right? Then the rod is cooled by the liquid convective heat transfer coefficient 1000 watt per meter square Kelvin at 25 degrees Celsius. Now, my dear students, here this rod is surrounded by a liquid. Let us say if I draw a liquid, let us say the rod is surrounded by a liquid like this, right? Here it will be a liquid, and the convective heat transfer coefficient of this liquid is given, right? So, my dear students, for this liquid, let us say this is a liquid surrounded by a rod, right? Now, my dear students, here convective heat transfer coefficient, which is nothing but EH, and temperature of this fluid, which is nothing but T infinity. So, my dear students, here they have given the value of convective heat transfer coefficient EH, which is nothing but 1000, and fluid temperature is, that is liquid temperature is 25 degrees Celsius. So let us write there. Therefore, convective heat transfer coefficient EH is equal to 1000 watt per meter square Kelvin, and the fluid temperature T infinity is equal to 25 degrees Celsius. Then at a steady state. So my dear students, for a steady state condition, they have mentioned very important condition. At a steady state, the surface temperature in Kelvin of the rod is. Now my dear students, at a steady state, here what will be the surface temperature? The surface temperature is also called wall temperature. So at a steady state, the surface temperature or wall temperature of this rod. So let us find this wall temperature or surface temperature. Now my dear students, they have mentioned that the steady state condition. Now the steady state condition means temperature is not a function of time. Means with respect to time, the change in temperature with respect to time will be zero. Means at any location within an element, the temperature remains constant with respect to time. So similarly, this wall temperature also remains constant with respect to time at any condition, right? This is called steady state condition. But my dear students, in this rod there is a uniform heat generation. Because of this heat generation, the temperature of rod will increase, and because of heat loss from the rod to the surrounding liquid, the temperature of rod will decrease. So my dear students, for steady state condition, whatever heat generated inside this rod must be equal to the heat lost by the convection to the surrounding liquid. Therefore, there will be a convection, Q convection, right? There is a uniform heat generation inside this rod, and the same amount of heat will be convected to the surrounding fluid. Therefore, we can say for steady state condition, right? Heat generated, whatever may be the heat generated inside the rod, must be equal to heat convected, heat convected to the surrounding fluid to liquid. Surrounding fluid is liquid here, right? This steady state equation we have to write. Now let us understand the heat generated. Now here uniform heat generation rate in watt per meter cube is given. This q dot is nothing but watt per meter cube. Means it is heat generated per unit volume. So if I multiply this uniform heat generation rate Q dot with volume, then I will get heat generated, right? And convective and the heat convected, we know that HA delta T, right? It is HA T wall minus T infinity, right? So my dear students, let us write down here. If I write down this steady state condition, here the heat generated is nothing but Q dot into volume is equal to heat convected is nothing but HA T wall minus T infinity, right? So let us equate them. Now my dear students, here volume of rod is pi by 4 d square L, therefore Q dot into volume is pi by 4 d square L into H. Now convection area is nothing but here surface area. The convection area is surface area, that is pi d for length L, right? This will be the area, therefore here it will be pi d L into T wall minus T infinity, right? Where T wall is a surface temperature. So let us write down here. So if I put all the values over here, right? The Q dot, let us put the values. My dear students, from both sides, length will get cancelled, one diameter will get cancelled, pi will get cancelled. So here pi d and L, pi dl will get cancelled. So simplified version will become Q dot into d divided by 4 is equal to, right, here in between there is a is equal to, by mistake I put a multiplication sign, right? Here there will be a is equal to, right? Likewise is equal to H T wall minus T infinity. So let us put the values, right? Therefore my dear students, we can say Q dot is 4 into 10 to the power 7 into diameter is 0.01 divided by 4 is equal to H is nothing but H they have provided 1000 into T wall minus T infinity is 25 degrees Celsius. Here I am using temperature in degree Celsius. T infinity they have provided 25 degrees Celsius over here, right? So let us find here. Now in this complete equation, only T infinity, that is sorry, T wall or surface temperature is unknown. And if I simplify this equation for surface temperature, then I will get this wall temperature will be equal to 125 degrees Celsius, right? So my dear students, here your answer is 125 degrees Celsius, but in option you will find that there is no 125 degrees Celsius, because here in question they are asking in Kelvin and it is in degree Celsius. So if I want to convert degree Celsius into Kelvin, then I have to add 273. Therefore 125 plus 273 will be equal to 398 Kelvin. Therefore my dear students, for this question answer is 398 Kelvin. Therefore option B will be the correct choice. Thank you dear students. In next lecture we will see one more numerical on this topic which was asked in previous year GATE examination.